Good afternoon and welcome to the Cohen Group Northwest Marketing Office. Today is Wednesday, and that means it's time for this week's market update. I wanted to draw your attention to a little factoid I discovered about April's new listing inventory for Whatcom County residential homes. This chart, as always, is pulled from the Northwest MLS with some additional details added by myself for a little bit of extra clarity. This is the new listing inventory for the last 5.5 years by month for Whatcom County single family homes. And the numbers at the top here show the amount of homes that came on the market during the peak month of any given year. And here you can see how in April of 2022, the month that we just had, we brought on 396 new homes to the market, which is the same number, give or take, as last year's peak month, which was May. This is something that's honestly really exciting for me because looking back to over the last couple of years, we've seen an overall compression of listing inventory versus the three peak seasons prior, as evidenced by the 2017, 2018, and 2019 numbers, where you can see that inventory was like 25% higher, give or take, about 75 to 100 homes more in that peak month versus what we've seen in 2020 and 2021. So this number, the fact that we're seeing 396 homes brought on in April, could mean a couple of different things. It could mean we've already reached our peak for new inventory for 2022. That is the oh boy potential of the situation. If we saw an earlier spring busy season of inventory coming on the market, this might be our peak, where we still see strong inventory coming on in May and June, but not quite to the same extent. Maybe we've reached that inventory cap. However, optimistically, I want to hope that this is still our upswing, that we'll still see a peak in May or June for new inventory, and that May and June is going to be higher than 400 new homes brought on the market, which would help alleviate at least a little bit our housing supply crunch here in Whatcom County. Now, anecdotally, we're starting to see more contingent homes. So a local seller who wants to buy a house in the area saying, hey, I can buy house B, but I have to sell my house, house A, to do so. And in the constricted market we've seen over the last 2 years, those contingent home sales have been less and less likely or less and less positive, because the seller of the other home goes, why would I wait for you to sell your house when I've got a cash offer over here in these multiple offer situations? If contingent sales are becoming a norm again, which would be wonderful, that could potentially free up even more inventory as these local sellers are looking to move locally. They have not been able to move for the last 2 years. Now we could see some more movement in our local market of people buying and selling. That part is speculation, not data. I have not pulled the exact numbers on what contingent sales look like right now, but it's something that I'm starting to keep my eye on again, because anecdotally our team is beginning to experience and win with those contingent sales again. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you've got any questions, of course, don't hesitate to reach out to any member of our team and we can explain the pros, cons, ifs, ands, or buts of contingent sales and how those work. But all in all, this chart has me in a positive mood as to what inventory is going to look like moving forward into the rest of spring and into the summer of 2022. So that, friends, was this week's market update, and I will see you next time.